everybody, welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. I wanted to give everybody an update on their kits. I have a few more left to ship off tomorrow, then I'm caught up. You guys, I had such an overwhelming response to all of them, and I'm super excited to share them with you. If anybody's interested, I can still put more together. I sold out of all the other ones, but they're all pretty similar. Here's one, a boho one that I put together for somebody. And as you can see, they're pretty filled to the brim with all different little things to do some slow stitching with. I wanted to pull out and show you a few different things. This I did a long time ago. And one thing that you guys have to keep in mind is slow stitching is really, it doesn't have any rhyme or reason to it. You just stitch and you come up with whatever. Like you can see, I didn't do, this one might have been hand sewn, but some of them are stitched. I did some French knots here, but I want to show you how you can add a few things to it. I do plan on doing a tutorial. Gary and I are going away in 2 weeks, and I might do it before. Let's see if I can sneak it in prior to going away. I was hoping to wait till everybody got their kits, and I sent the ones overseas immediately on purpose because I wanted them to be able to get them in time too. So this is the one that I've been working on. I am no pro at this by any stretch here, the imagination. This is basically, let me see if I can zoom in here. Basically, I did X's on here. And it's supposed to be something that helps anxiety and helps you just kind of unwind and relax. And some of them I just did stitches up and down here. And I do have some good books, and I'm going to show them to you guys. And I'm going to try to find them, see if I can find them on Amazon for you. So basically, you're going to cut your pieces, and you're going to lay them out like a puzzle. And some of these overlap. Some of mine overlap. And here there's a little bit, I probably should put, and I might put a little piece of pink in here because this does not hit totally over here. So I can take, I don't have any pieces in front of me. You should see my workshop. If you could see my workshop now, I won't even show you. It's a total disaster. But, you know, I have things like this, and if I didn't want to add that, look what I can do. I can add this on top. Let me zoom back out a little bit so you can see the whole thing. And then look how cute this flower is. I could add a flower on it if I wanted to add the flower on top. I could add a button. It really brings it to life when you start adding things to it. Some of you guys have some beautiful beading. I can't think of what it's called. An applique in there. You could add some applique on there. You know, it's endless. And these little flowers, these little bows, as much as I think, oh, they're crazy, but look at how much character that bow adds to that. It really does. And then I have this piece, if I didn't want to do this. I mean, it doesn't necessarily match this, but you get the idea. There are so many, and some of you guys got this, which would look really cute on top of this. So you kind of have to play around and you work your base. So once you put your base down, you'll probably see it a little better here. And they're all different sizes. I didn't think about it. I just cut pieces and laid them down. Each kit has enough. If you're going to do a small one, you guys, you have enough in there at least to do, I'd say, at least 3 smaller ones. Or if you want to do a big one, you could do a big one. I gave quite a bit of supplies for it. And I gave everybody a base. The only thing, I'm going to post what you guys will need is, and you don't have to. This kind of moved over on me, but it's going to be okay. This is Woman Natural, I think it's called. It goes in between quilting. You don't even have to use this. You can use a towel. You can use anything that will make it so it's not see-through. if you got a see-through napkin. Some of them are larger than others. You may want to trim it. I only had so many that I had to work with. So what I ended up in the end, what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold this up, and I will probably sewing machine around here and just zip it around the top, around the whole thing. And then I'll have a little book here. And then we can work on something to go on the inside. I saw too, I've been watching a lot of different videos on these. Let me see if I can pull something out. I saw it was really cute. This is kind of big, but can you imagine one that is maybe smaller? You can wrap it around. Just envision that. How pretty does that look? I'm just going to see if, so you guys can, actually you can even cut a piece out and you could do that. And I have some really cute flowers in here. You can add some flowers. You can make your own flowers. You know, this whole thing is endless, and it's supposed to be a very relaxing thing to do, which, you know what, I catch myself in front of the TV playing around with it, and before I know it, it's time to go to bed. It just keeps me offline and playing around with my phone all the time, and I really like it. But look how much that changes. And like I said, I gave you plenty of different things to play around with in your kits, and then some. So you're going to have quite an array of different things. Look how cute that is. And you could add, if you wanted to, look at, I am going to go and I'm going to add a few of my own flowers. I do have silk, it's embroidery silk, I think it is. It's thicker and it's like a ribbon, but it's silk. And I'll put some in my comments as well, to where you can pick those up. And I haven't decided whether I'm going to do this other side too, or I'm going to leave it plain. And if I decide to do the other side, I might just take this when I go to Canada on my trip. And I gave everybody a bunch of this, which would also look really cute. Look at this. If you did it on the edge as well. And then, you know, you just keep building up. Just like you would on your junk journals if you do junk journaling. So you just keep building up. And it's supposed to be just a fun, no-brainer thing. You could do it in the car. And that's why I put them each in these little packages. So that way you can take them in the car with you or wherever you go and you have all your stuff in here. I'll put down the needles you need as well in the comments. I wanted to show you a few books I have. I can't open the pages up, obviously, because of copyright laws. But I'm going to try to see if I can find them for you. And they're great. They give you basic step-by-step to different stitches. And then I have a real beautiful one, which I love. And I would love to be able to do this. In fact, I have a friend that does beautiful work, and let me go grab her things and I'll show you. Hold on. This is Nicki's work, and Nicki sells these, but let me zoom this in a little for you guys to see. Let's see, what am I doing here? Look at this work. I'm going real close because I want to show you. She hand beads this, and everybody does have beads too, and that's like a little, I don't even know what that is, a flower or something. This is the first time I really looked so close at this. But if you look under here, she does the same thing. She puts down her fabric, and I know she uses old quilts for this. And look at the back. It's relatively simple, but look how beautiful it is. And yeah, there she is. She's Raviolee Dreams from Nicki Lee. Look at this one. You know, I want to be Nicki when I grow up. Look how beautiful this is. And I'm sure once we all practice and just learn different techniques, we'll all be pretty good at it too. But she does these beautiful, beautiful little pillows, and I hang them in my studio just because I love the way they look. they make you happy. And she's the reason why I got into this. When I saw her work, I was just enamored by it. So I will come on at some point and I'll announce when I'm going to do this. And I'm hoping that everybody in Europe will get theirs in a couple of weeks. And you guys can, if I do decide to go early, you guys can catch up, I guess, after me as well. And if you want to get in touch with Nicki, she is on Etsy, Raviolee Dreams, and she does take custom orders. This is just a great thing to look at. And I just love it, all the beads. And so if you want to hook up with Nicki, you can also find her on Facebook as well. With that given said, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. And I hope to be on again this weekend. I want to pull out my fairy junk journal and do a few pages with you. I'm just about done with that. And I want to ship it to its receiver. Have a fantastic night. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.